Alright, what's going on, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Dragon Age Inquisition. This won't be a very long episode. I've got to go to work. Uh, in about a half an hour, I got to be done with this. But in the meantime, the last episode, unfortunately, it ended rather abruptly because the my internet crapped out. So yeah, that was annoying. But anyway, I went around. I mean, fortunately, it didn't crap out at any time where it was going to miss anything crucial. But um, what we did do is we talked to Cassandra, and this came up: the promise of destruction. Cassandra has reason to believe that Corypheus is behind the disappearance of the Seekers of Truth, but she requires help to prove it. So we're going to go to Kaer Oswin with Cassandra to try to prove this fact. So yes, we are going to travel there. We already have Cassandra with us. So let's take Varric. And we'll take Vivienne. I don't recall off the top of my head what this particular mission entails. So this may be a quick mission, or maybe similar to the one we just did, where it's its own little dungeon, so to speak. An outdoor one, though. Explore the castle. Okay. Well, here we go. Obviously, we won't be likely to conclude this whole castle exploration.
Odd that the trail should lead us here. Ban Loren is a pious, unassuming man. What has he become involved in?
He might simply be a victim as well.
Let's see what lies within.
Hello. That guy just hung out watching. And now he's dead. Alright, well, before we actually dive on in here, what was over there? Is this just another way in? Because that obviously leads into the castle. So where does this lead? Just to some loot. Okay, that's fine. Let's go back in. I do like the Night Enchanter ability.
I should have known. The Order of Fiery Promise is a cult with strange beliefs about the Seekers. They've hounded us for centuries.
What kind of strange beliefs?
They believe they are Seekers, the only rightful ones. They say we robbed their powers long ago, preventing them from ending the world.
Ending the world?
The only way to truly eradicate evil in their eyes, the world will be reborn a paradise. It's all nonsense.
Why haven't the Seekers dealt with them?
We have. Many times. They simply reappear after a time like weeds. Nobody knows how.
Cultists? Why am I not surprised?
This explains why the Seekers might be here, but not the connection to Corypheus.
I see Vivian just hanging out back here, looking at dead bodies. Well, we know there's trouble right on the other side of the wall.
A Seeker. Did they torture him to death? The Promisers will pay for this.
Of course, it doesn't make any sense to be torturing him here. I'm not saying they didn't, but why wouldn't they do that back in the prison cell area?
As the Seekers of Truth have proven resistant to the effects of Red Lyrium, the Elder One has seen fit to place them in your care. Reclaim your destiny, and know that the Elder One expects your devotion as repayment. Signed by Lord Samson, Commander of the Red Templars. Does Corypheus not realize the Promisers want the world to end? What use are they to him?
So Corypheus sold the Seekers to these cultists?
And they leapt at the chance, of course. But this doesn't explain how he captured the Seekers in the first place, or what's been done with them. We must keep looking.
The letter said Seekers were resistant to Red Lyrium.
Our abilities grant us many gifts, but a resistance to Red Lyrium's corruption? That seems strange. Although it would explain why none have numbered among the Red Templars. And thus Seekers would be useless to Corypheus. He would have no leash to hold us.
We'll find them, Cassandra.
I know we will. One way or another.
She's angry. Okay, so... I just want to make sure I'm not missing anything important. No random mosaic pieces floating around, stashed in the barn. Hello. Oh, so much stuff that's just gonna get sold. That's fine. We need the money. Keep the economy going. Alright, let's go in. Ouch. You wanna say that? Go crazy. Pardon me. Take. Okay. The Order of Fiery Promise. Something pretty long. Moving onward. We want this chair. Debating on whether or not I should take that witch staff, but I figured, yeah, might as well. Okay. Time to open up the big doors.
Daniel! Daniel! Can you hear me?
He's a mess.
Cassandra. It is you. You're alive.
As are you. I'm so glad I found you.
No, they put a demon inside me. It's tearing me up.
What? You can't be possessed. That's impossible.
I'm not possessed. They fed me things. I can feel it growing.
Can we do anything?
I don't know. This thing inside him.
The Lord Seeker. You have to find him.
Of course we'll find him. If he lives, we'll...
Lucius betrayed us, Cassandra. He sent us here, one by one. An important mission, he said. Lies! He was here with them all along. He's still working with them.
we met Lord Seeker Lucius in Val Royeaux. He couldn't have been here.
That wasn't him. It was a demon, masquerading.
What? How could that be?
The Lord Seeker allowed it. He let the demon take command while he...
Came here.
He's a dead man.
If we find the Lord Seeker, he's dead.
Wait. Don't leave me like this, please.
You should have come with me. You didn't believe in the war any more than I did.
You know me. I wanted that promotion.
Go to the Maker's side, Daniel. You will be welcome.
Kill him, Cassandra.
He was my apprentice. I have never known a finer young man. Now we find Lord Seeker Lucius.
Now it's time for revenge! And of course he's gonna be an arrogant jerk about everything, and what?
Lord Seeker Lucius.
Cassandra, with a man I can only assume is the new Inquisitor.
And you're the man who betrayed his own order.
I presume you know we Seekers of Truth were once the original Inquisition. Oh yes. We fought to restore order in a time of madness long ago, as you do now. And we became proud. We sought to remake the world, to make it better. But what did we create? The Chantry, the Circles of Magi. A war that will see no end.
Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah, we're not gonna say that.
And aiding Corypheus is supposed to help.
Corypheus is a monster with limited ambition.
And your ambition is so much greater.
We Seekers are abominations, Cassandra. We created a decaying world and fought to preserve it even as it crumbled. We had to be stopped. You don't believe me? See for yourself. The secrets of our order passed to me after the former Lord Seeker was slain. The war with the mages had already begun, but it was not too late for me to do the right thing.
He definitely has that insane smile on his face, right?
He's completely mad, isn't he?
Lord Seeker, what you've done.
I know. What Corypheus did with the Templars does not matter. I have seen the future. I have created a new order to replace the old. The world will end so we can start anew. A pure beginning. Join us, Cassandra. It is the Maker's will.
Give me a long fight.
He was insane. He had to be. The influence of Corypheus, perhaps? Was he trying to disable the Seekers?
These wasted lives.
He could not have destroyed all of us. I won't accept it. Let us return to Skyhold. I wish to see what's in this book of secrets.
Alright, well, back to Skyhold. So this actually turned out to be a pretty perfectly timed little side mission because it took about a half an hour, not even. So right when we follow this up with Cassandra and we go through our gear. Actually, I'll end up going through gear offline, but I mean, we'll talk to Cassandra and get this followed up, and we're pretty much done. Eventually.
This tome has passed from Lord Seeker to Lord Seeker since the time of the old Inquisition. And now it falls to me.
You all right? You look drained.
On the contrary, it's a delight. I'm riveted.
Oh, you're joking.
I assume you know about the Rite of Tranquility. The last resort used on mages in the Circle, leaving them unable to cast, but depriving them of dreams and all emotion. It should only be used on those who cannot control their abilities, but that has not always been the case.
You mutilate mages.
I always thought it a necessary evil. What finally began the Mage Rebellion was the discovery the Rite of Tranquility could be reversed. The Lord Seeker at the time covered it up, harshly. There were deaths. It was dangerous knowledge, the shock of its discovery in addition to what happened in Kirkwall. But it appears we've always known how to reverse the Rite, from the beginning.
Why keep that knowledge a secret?
We created the Rite of Tranquility. To become a Seeker, I spent months in a vigil, emptying myself of all emotion. I was made tranquil, and didn't even know. Then the vigil summoned the spirit of faith to touch my mind. That broke tranquility, and gave me my abilities. The Seekers did not share that secret. Not with me, not with the Chantry. Not even with... There's more. Lucius was not wrong about the Order. I thought to rebuild the Seekers once victory was ours. Now I'm not certain it deserves to be rebuilt.
You said there was more in the book.
At some point, power becomes its own master. We cast aside ideals in favor of expedience, and tell ourselves it was all necessary for the people. Will that happen to us, Inquisitor? Will we repeat history?
No. We're nothing like the Seekers.
I wonder how much we resemble what they used to be.
I don't think I've ever seen you so shaken.
I do not think the Seekers have been doing the Maker's work. Not truly. Perhaps we believed it once. The original Inquisition came to be during a terrible time. But now, we harbored secrets and let them fester. We acted to survive, but not to serve. That is not the Maker's work.
If you did rebuild the Seekers, how would you do it?
I can't be the only one remaining. We will always spread to the winds, and some may still be out there. I would find them one by one. We would all read this book, no more secrets. Then together we would establish a new charter. The Maker's work in truth.
You keep saying that, but what is the Maker's work?
There is no way to know for certain. That is why we must seek it out. Perhaps we lost our way because we stopped looking.
Rebuild the Seekers. Make them better than they were.
Thank you. I could not have done this on my own.
All right. So we unlocked another throne, and I think that would be the one that we saw in there that I said I wanted. The Andrastian throne.
Would you have guessed such a pairing? No.
All right, so let's real quick. Let's look at the stuff that we had just acquired. Magnax, Earthman's Wisdom. A unique mace. Not really much of anything, huh? Huh. Yeah, I don't know what the hell we, what it was exactly that we had grabbed. But clearly, whatever it was, we've got better gear, so. Alright, anyway. Like I said, this had to be a brief episode, and that ended up being a good amount of time. So, we filled in the amount of time that I had available with that mission, so that ended up being pretty perfect. So, this was the 50th episode of this series so far. and that's pretty crazy to think that we're already 50 in. So tomorrow I'll probably be doing another episode or two, and probably more over the weekend. But that'll be it for today. And like I said, I know it was brief, and I didn't get to do an outro for the last episode because of the the internet connection going out. But I hope those have been watching, live or otherwise, I hope you've enjoyed the last couple of episodes. And until the next one, peace.